Okay, we're just setting up the pot, and I'm gonna decide where the roots are gonna sit. I think I want the plant to come up quite high because
Show me the roots first. Put on the white background so I can see. Okay.
it's growing quite nicely. I think we can't clean this any further, so they're gonna have to stay on. But yeah, it's ready to be potted, and the medium of this medium will help it grow a lot quicker. So
What was he on the pot? On this jar, I mean.
there's just a bit of fertilizer that's friendly to carnivorous plants, so we know that they're the most sensitive to fertilizer, so then I knew that it was safe for this plant. So I'm gonna do now is just sort of fill up the pot.
And what kind of pot is that?
It's a self-watering pot. So this is the inner pot, the black one, and the white one is the outer pot, which will contain the water.
Okay.
So I've left a bit of the wick outside, enough to reach the bottom of the white pot to absorb all the water. Now I'm just filling up the inner pot with the medium, which is ponds, enough to give me the height I need for the plant. So I decided that's going to be here, and that is because once the new shoot will come out, it needs to be quite close to the surface, so the new shoot will come out somewhere from this node where the roots are.
Okay.
So I need to build up the height with this medium, and whilst I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep the wick in a position where I'm happy with. So obviously I wanted to, this is the part,
Self-watering pot.
it's the element that absorbs the water and distributes it in the medium, so I wanted to go through the majority of the pot and reach as much of the medium as possible. So that's why I'm sort of holding it, and I'm making sure that it will swirl in the pot. So I think now, I'm quite happy with the height I've achieved. I'm ready to put the plant in, and I'll do it this way and then cover the medium, and then perhaps pull it out a bit more. Well, the medium, yeah, it's quite heavy, so even if it's at the surface, the plant will be fine, and as it grows more roots, it will stabilize itself, so I don't need to worry about whether it will stay upwards or not.
Would you use a stick or something like that to hold it, or would
No.
be enough?
No, this will be enough. So I'm just gonna put here underneath as well, just to make sure that it's supported, and then that's sort of finishing it off. So I'm gonna pull, just gonna tug at it gently. So because the medium is not set, you see that the node, the original node with the roots, is quite close to the surface, and that's what I want of this. Just once the new shoot comes out, it won't have a lot of distance to go. So I'm just sort of tapping it, shaking it gently, so that the medium is setting around the roots really. And that's the finished product really.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
So is that cord for?
Hmm?
The cord on the pot. In the pot.
yeah, this is the wick that absorbs the water.
Okay. So then now I just need to put some water in the pot, and that's it.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do in this case, because I've had fertilizer in the water that the plant sat in.
Oh, so you put fertilizer in the water as well.
Yes, so I've got the
Use the
fertilizer here. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same, even though it's a bit old. I don't really mind. I think it's still good. Because the medium is dry.
Is that called the water because it's old, or because it's the fertilizer?
The
color?
fertilizer is seaweed based, so
Okay.
it's coloring the water. So I want that the first water that the medium absorbs is this fertilized water. That will rinse a lot of sand and dirt from the medium, so hence why the water will look like that,
Okay.
a bit murky. So I'm gonna squeeze the wig a little bit, allow the water to drain, and I'm gonna empty this and chuck this away and fill up the fresh water with a bit of fertilizer in there, but I want that water to be the one that...
And the water can't touch the upper pot?
Ideally not. Obviously the roots are quite high up, as you remember, so they're safe, but if this pot sits in water, there could be a risk of rotting, so we don't want the inner pot to touch the water. But as I've noticed with my other plants, as the plant grows more roots, they come out through these holes and they reach the water and they're very happy. So, but I'll let the plant do that on its own, you know.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna empty this and refill it as I said earlier, and that's it. Done.
Okay.
Can I have it?